And right, like it's been looming for a bit, right? But yeah, it's bittersweet because it felt good to do, but I think I would trade all 100 wins for a dual win against Iowa, and so and a dual win for all of us against Penn State, against Ohio State. Yeah, it's bittersweet.
Camden, what does it make you think you hear him say that?
I mean, we're a well-built team, so Brock has his accomplishments and he's a great wrestler, but I totally understand. It's just we all love each other, so and big dual victories like that are a big deal. It feels great when you're the only guy winning a duel. It doesn't feel great. You want the best for everybody, and you see how hard everybody works, and you just want what's best for them. Sometimes more than you want what's best for you. So I understand.
Rock, over 7,900 fans, almost 7,900 fans were in the building tonight, a program record. What was it like to wrestle in front of that?
It was incredible. I usually have my headphones on. I try to put them on noise canceling and try not to, let the crowd get into me too much before I, get really nervous and things like that. But, I remember during Van D's match, I could hear him chant his name, and it's incredible. We have incredible fans, and, I've been here when this place has been, I've been here a while. It's been kind of more on the emptier side, on some of our smaller duels, and so to see how the love and support from this community has grown has been really incredible. And it's an amazing, it's an amazing feeling having everyone chant your name and, knowing that, they would trade those 100 wins for a dual win too.
Camden, big win tonight for you. Offensively, what's been working for you so well over the last few matches?
I've just been working on believing in everything that I do. I do stuff in the room. I'll do it fantastic, and then, sometimes you go out there, it's kind of scary. It doesn't feel quite as easy as you thought it was going to be, or you weren't sure what to do when somebody does something, and, I wish I turned up my shots early, and that's where I want to improve. But, once I felt that guy crack, it was just, then it's easy. But I need to start doing that when it's hard, first period, because, the good guys is going to count then, so, yeah.
Was it difficult for you to come out there, or is there a sense of aggression? Because you had, I believe, 6 takedowns. There was only 9 total within your team. Just knowing that Iowa already had the dual win clinched.
I think I do a really good job of just focusing on myself during these things. I think it's hard, but, I think our team rides on momentum very well. And it is really difficult to, when a team's not doing well to, do your job. But, I had the unranked guy, so I took care of business. I wish Adine was there. I wish I could have wrestled that guy. I want those matches, but took care of business, and I'm still going to learn from that match no matter what. So,
Brock, as a leader of this team, how do you just get everybody to go out on Sunday? You're taking on Ohio State now.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to, I think a very important thing that we can do is we have to learn from every time we wrestle, right? We had a duel last week that I wasn't able to be at, but I was, we got to see the team compete and we did well, but there's a lot of stuff. But I think sometimes when we win, we walk away not learning some lessons, right? And there was some similar themes in that duel that maybe passed on to now, and maybe some similar themes that were in the Purdue duel or whatever. And so winning needs to be a moment to learn, and especially losing needs to be a moment to learn. And, it's a quick turnaround. We can't mope. We can't sit and cry. We have the number 2 team in the country on Sunday, and every single one of us is going to be wrestling a guy who, we're going to have to wrestle at the NCAA tournament, and possibly in the finals.
What's something you felt that you guys have learned from that national duels against them?
like I said, just belief. Just believe in what I do. I think every single guy in our room, especially in our lineup, has the ability to be national champions, to achieve, any dream they want. I see them, and like I said earlier with Brock, I want them to do so well. Honestly, I want them to do better than I'm going to do, because I see them, work so hard, and I have full belief in them, and, they just need to believe in themselves too. I'm still trying to believe in myself. It's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. It's really easy to believe in somebody else. But, like, to believe in yourself it's difficult, especially when things don't feel like what you expect them to feel like, and you want it to be easy, but it's like, but then when it's easy, it doesn't feel good, So everybody just needs to believe in themselves, and they know that, and it's a long season, so we're gonna peak. It's gonna work out great.
Yeah, I mean, I think national duels was a good learning opportunity for us to know that, we weren't the best team on that day, right? And we learned tonight we're not the best team today. But what's so, what we love about sports, what I love about sports, what I love especially about wrestling, is that does not mean that I'm not the best team on Sunday, right? And we can be the best team on Sunday. I know that from 125 to 285, every guy in between, that they are capable of more, and they're capable of being the best guy in the country. We've all seen these glimpses, and so I think that's what we learned at National Duels. That's what we need to learn tonight, and that's what we need to learn moving forward. And I think that's the best way to grow, is understanding that losing is, a time to learn and a time to self-reflect and a time to get tougher.
For either of you two, the next duel isn't even 48 hours away. So what do you do to your body to get it ready for a 1 p.m. duel start?
I would say, I feel like I would like to think about it being like the NCAA tournament, right? When you wrestle your first, second, third match, you're always, so many hours out. And so for me, at NCAAs last year, I wrestled in the semifinals at 8 p.m. or something like that. It was 5 p.m. I don't know what it was, but about 24 hours later, I was wrestling in the NCAA finals. And so everything that we do, you have to take as a preparation for the big thing.
Yeah, shake tonight off. Doesn't matter. Fresh start tomorrow, 0-0. Just do what we do. Belief. Just get ready to go. Fuel a little bit. Get a workout in tomorrow. Pick each other up. And Sunday's another great day to wrestle. Love it. Believe it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, questions for Coach?
Only 2 takedowns as a team until you got to 197. Just how do you evaluate your team's performance tonight up until then?
Not good. Not good there. Not good. I'm sure you would think not good, so I don't know, kind of not really an open-ended question. Everyone knows. Not good. Not good. My fault. Not good. I didn't have our guys prepared, so it's my fault.
On Minnows' match, did you think that was a stall on his opponent and sudden victory?
I'm not here to criticize. We should have earned a takedown, and so we didn't do what we needed to do. So not about the official.
What can you just say about this crowd setting another record?
Amazing crowd. I just thank Husker Nation for showing up, when it's whatever, -5 or, an amazing crowd with, great energy and, just we didn't do our job. We just got out-wrestled, so, yeah.
Is there something specifically when you said that you guys weren't ready? Was it conditioning? Was it technique? Anything specific?
Not conditioning, no. It's just our mind. We didn't wrestle with good enough intensity. We weren't ready to go. So.
Did you sense that the team was almost psyched out about this talk of been 2 decades since Nebraska had beaten Iowa in a duel, or?
I didn't sense that. I don't even think that like that. I take every day for what it is. That's in the past. I don't think about, hey, you know, when I pulled Vince Jones out of red shirt, you guys don't even know. So you guys don't even know who was on that team. So Vince Jones out of red shirt, and he beat a national runner-up for us to win the duel. So that's what I remember about that duel. Craig Brister worked at 97. I don't know who the guy was, but I remember the guys on the team. I remember that moment. But that moment's, you know, last year's come and gone. Living in last year.
You have Ohio State on Sunday. What do you have to do differently to come out stronger?
Well, one, we're going to wrestle a different style type team. So these guys were more ground and pound, and we're going to wrestle a lot of really good athletes. Guys were really fast and fake and back up, and you know we know what we're going to get. You know, they're a really good team, so they're on a roll. So what I know is, you know, we come to wrestle on Sunday. We'll be okay. Sure, no one wants to, but no one thinks that. But we have a good team. We need to wrestle better, and that's on me.
Rock kind of had mentioned that, like, across the lineup, you get more out of all the different athletes. And with all the success you guys had last year, obviously you don't want to harp on the past, but is there still some belief there from guys like Antrell and, you know, just confidence boosters, some of the guys that know that they can be, you know, wrestle higher than their rank maybe?
Well, my experience tells me that doing this for this time, no one will remember in March, but right now it hurts. But in March, you got to show up in March. And if we show up in March, you know, then we'll have good results. But, you know, that's what kind of our motto is. But, you know, we didn't expect this. So, you know, they did a great job. We didn't. That's sports. You know, no. You know, keep your head up and start fighting more. But we learned a lot from tonight that will be reinforced that you know, guys don't quite believe. So.
Coach, it was a tough third period from Lamer. What'd you see from him that kind of led to that 10 late?
We just didn't when the kid was on our leg, we didn't defend right, so we were susceptible for a cradle right there. So we did it to ourselves. So, yep, yeah, too bad. It's that's how, you know, that's how big matches are won. You know, moments like that, we have to be better at seizing that moment. So.
What did you say to the team after the duel was over, before you came in?
We'll see it tomorrow at noon. We got a good team. I let them down. That's what I told them.
Any further questions?
I'm all wishy-washy all the time, aren't you? Aren't I? I'm straightforward.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yep. Thank you.